Hey everybody, welcome to the DW Plays video. This time I am taking a look at, as you can see here, it says the Castlevania Adventure, but it's actually Castlevania The Adventure. Released in 1989 exclusively for the Game Boy. It is set about 100 years before the events of the original Castlevania, and you play as Christopher Belmont on a quest to defeat Dracula. Oops. And, there's a reason this is a DW Plays video, and you'll be able to see that here in, probably a few moments. Now, I got this as part of the Castlevania Anniversary Collection. And boy am I glad I did that, because if I had gotten this back in the day or on its own for a price at all, I would have been very unhappy. Because, to put it simply, this game is terrible. And it reeks of, we don't really know what we're doing with this platform, but we're going to try it anyway. In the sense that it doesn't run very well, it doesn't control very well. There's a whole lot of gotcha traps and everything like you would expect from 80s platformers. It's got a decent soundtrack, of course, like all the other Castlevania games, but then there's things like, I pressed the button and nothing happened. And I don't know why. I legitimately don't know why the button doesn't always work for whipping. And those are annoying, so I just stand here and wait, and then whack it. And something else you'll notice is that the jumping is weird. It's very weird. And, for lack of a better way of describing it, you have a bit more height than you have width on your jump. Also fun when you get knocked back like that. By the way, whenever you get hit, it reduces your weapon level by 1. Your max level whip, of course, has that projectile that comes out of it, which is kind of neat. But that's about the only cool thing this game does, other than the music, of course. But that's a given with any Castlevania game, really. It's gonna have a good soundtrack, even if the rest of the game is crap. Now, interesting note here, the hearts actually heal you in this, as opposed to giving you more ammunition for your sub-weapons. Because, as far as I know, you don't actually get any sub-weapons in this game. I'm not entirely sure. I've never found any, so I don't think you get any sub-weapons. But I'm not 100% sure. Because I've never made it past the first stage in this game. So, it's fantastic, right? But, this is very much an early Game Boy game. And as such... And then that happens. Yay. Cool. But, anyway. You'll notice that the platforming in this game is, terrible. And for a platformer, that is a cardinal sin. You don't make a platformer with awful platforming. But look at this jump. It's ridiculous. It's got no range to it. It's got a decent amount of height to it, but it has no range. So if you're actually trying to jump anywhere, then chances are it's not going to work properly. And I'm not even going to bother getting that candle there. Now, they expect you to do relatively precise platforming. With controls this bad, and when I say precise platforming, you'll understand what I mean here in just a moment. and also these bats are evil. Now, I'm probably making this look relatively easy, but that's because I've gone through this sequence before, and now I've messed it up, and I have to go find an alternate way of getting through here. Because as you can see, can't go that way. Also, those bats, they always respawn. Just endlessly respawn. There's not a whole lot you can do about the bats. Their patterns for movement are semi-random. And sometimes the jump button doesn't work, which is great. But you'll notice when I'm jumping, I'm not even really on the platform. It is just terrible. Oh, I've actually made it to the end of this stage. This is the furthest I have made it in this game. Also, the movement is awful. Now, this is a fairly straightforward boss, at least. And there we go. Just cool. Yay. How far back did it spawn me? It spawned me all the way back here. Wonderful. Thanks, game. I appreciate that. This is miserable. I mean, I don't particularly like platformers to begin with, especially this old school style, because I just got sick of playing them. Because I just played too many of them over the years. And, people remember the good ones. They will definitely remember the likes of course, Super Castlevania 4. They'll remember Castlevania Bloodlines. They'll even remember the original Castlevania and Castlevania 3. To some degree, I guess. Oh, I actually got it that time. Cool. But, nobody remembers Castlevania the Adventure, and it's for very good reason. Now, I will say that they did make a version of this available on the Wii called Castlevania the Adventure Rebirth, and that is a far better game. It's actually, as far as Castlevania games go, it's actually not bad at all. But, it's still not really anything all that special from what I understand. It's certainly not one of the better Castlevania games. It's just, it basically takes the ideas that this thing was trying to do, and it makes it playable. Which is certainly more than I can say for this particular game. And I love this this bat situation here where they just fly in and ruin your day. And how they always respawn. And how the jump button doesn't work at all times in a platformer where all you're doing is jumping and whipping. Alright, I'm going to try fighting this boss again here and see what happens. Funny how having the upgraded whip makes this almost completely pathetic. Funny how that works. It's almost like the game is designed to irritate the living crap out of you and make it barely possible to proceed half the time. Well, this is the furthest I've ever made it into this game, folks, so you're experiencing a first here for me. Yay! Bats. Just what I wanted. Yeah, this is fantastic. Now, I will be fair here. Even Castlevania fans don't like this game. Castlevania fans, if they do like this game, they like it in the form of Castlevania The Adventure Rebirth, the one on the Wii, which unfortunately you can't get anymore because the Wii shop shut down and it was always a digital-only title. So that's all kinds of fun there. I actually made it through there. Oh, great! So there's a rope there. Cool, wonderful. Thanks, game. Appreciate that. Well, that's Castlevania The Adventure, folks. I'm not going to play any more of this thing because, like I said, this game is terrible. If you get it in the Castlevania Anniversary Collection, then maybe give it a try just for the sake of saying you tried it. But it's not a good time. It is very much one of those early Game Boy games where they didn't really know what they were doing with that hardware yet, and so it doesn't work very well. The controls are garbage. And it's just this really weak implementation of what they were really trying to do with it. Now, I don't know about Castlevania 2 Belmont's Revenge yet, because I haven't messed around with that one yet, so we'll see what happens when I get to that one, because I also have that from the Anniversary Collection. But at the very least, Castlevania The Adventure, definitely no. If you manage to get Castlevania The Adventure Rebirth, on the other hand, or if it gets re-released somehow or something like that, then maybe give that one a try. But like I said, you can't really get it anymore unless you already had it downloaded to your Wii, because it was only on the Wii, and it was only available through the Wii shop, so that's really unfortunate. Hopefully they do re-release that at some point, because it's definitely infinitely more playable than this piece of crap is. Anyway, I'll catch you all in later videos, folks.